Hey, what's up? I am muchelleb, and in this video I want to share with you what I do to feel motivated every morning. When I was younger, I used to stay up till like 2 a.m. in the morning. I'd be on tumblr.com. I'd stumble to bed, and most days, especially if it was a weekend, I'd be waking up at like 11 a.m. if not later. That was my life unless I had school. Basically, I was the lazy, sleepy member of my family. Now, every day I am waking up at 5 a.m. I have a purpose, I have priorities set, I am getting things done, I'm working on my goals. I feel like I am living proof that you can indeed change your morning habits. And in this video, I'm going to share my learnings with you. So a few easy things that you can do right now to improve your sleep is, firstly, have a rough bedtime. I just listened to a great Joe Rogan podcast. I don't listen to Joe Rogan often, but my partner does. I'll link it down below. It is by a sleep expert. And something that the sleep expert talks about in that podcast is that if you get under 7 hours of sleep, it's been shown consistently that you will have a lower function. If you go to sleep at 2 and wake up at 7 for your job and you think that that's okay, it's absolutely not. It's causing a whole lot of damage to your body. Firstly, turn off a whole bunch of lights in your house. The lights in your house are keeping you awake. It's completely unnatural. Another thing that can be really helpful is downloading Flux. Flux is an app for your computer that can basically turn your computer screen super orange, and it filters out all of the white light so that you're not just blaring white light in your face and telling your body that it's not time to go to sleep, because that can be really disruptive. If you have an iPad or a phone, switch on night mode and make sure that it's set so that it goes on at a certain time every night. I've been learning so much about sleep in the last few months because I want to create a quality video on how to sleep better, and all the information that I've listened to and read has led me and Luke to basically live our lives in the dark past 6 p.m. The second thing that you can do to feel productive every morning is to have a vision for your life, for your year, for your week, and for your days. I don't know about you guys, but whenever I've heard this advice to create this grand vision for my future, I have been in the past the kind of person that has flicked past the pages of whatever book I'm reading or skipped a bit of the audiobook that I'm listening to, basically looking for more actionable, like nitty-gritty advice. But since I got intentional and I really put my time and energy into creating a vision for my life, I'm a convert. Creating a vision for your life is possibly more important than any of that nitty-gritty actionable stuff. There is really no point in learning more about how to do and get things done if you don't really have an idea why you're doing all of that doing. How did that translate? Fingers crossed I got my point across. So think about things like, what does your house look like in 5 years? Where are you living? What have you learned? How much money are you making? What are you doing with yourself? Put it all on one page and make it visible. So an idea is to chuck a vision board on your door, or to have your action plan as your desktop background. One thing I will say about this is that if your vision doesn't fill you with excitement and motivation, then you're not picking the right stuff. My third piece of advice is to have some water and feed yourself. When I was younger, I actually used to feel sick at the idea of eating of a morning, even like a piece of toast or cereal. I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Instead, I would kick off my mornings reliably with a Milo. But other than that, I would turn down any form of nutrition before noon. Over and over again, people told me how bad it was that I was skipping breakfast. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I was mucking around with my body by not eating breakfast, which is all totally debatable stuff, but that's another topic. Slowly but surely, I started to get myself to eat a little bit of a morning. And now I am a muesli gal. Muesli is the easiest breakfast ever, and I look forward to my food as soon as I wake up in the morning. So if you feel sick at the idea of eating first thing in the morning, I get you, but if you're someone that struggles with having energy and motivation in the morning, food can do wonders. When you think about it, when you sleep, you basically just starve yourself for 8 hours. So it's extremely difficult to have the energy to do anything of a morning if you don't fill yourself with nutritious food. If you watched my 4 decisions that have improved my life video, you'll know that I ditched coffee not that long ago, and since then I've been drinking so much more water in the morning. The days where I drink my big bottle full of water versus the days when I forget and get swept up in something, I can notice the difference in my body and how I feel, how energized I feel to get things done, just because I've skipped out on a water. Make your plans for the morning visible, clear, and easy to start. I cannot emphasize enough how important it is to have a clear idea of what you're going to do in the morning, a clear vision for your mornings. Because waking up and then having to make a decision about what you're going to do next, how you're going to spend your time is not a way to motivate yourself in the morning. Pre-deciding what you're going to do the night before, writing it out, writing yourself a little plan, you can do it hour by hour, you can just write your little list of 3 things that you want to get accomplished, will allow you to just get up and do the thing, no decision-making energy required. Make sure that you're getting specific with your to-do items, so write book, that doesn't mean very much to your mind. Instead, say open writing app, write 1 page of book. To make things even easier for yourself, set things up so that they're ready to go of a morning. So open your writing app ready for you to start writing of a morning so that you don't even have to do anything to get started. I actually made a whole video on how to write better to-do lists, so I'll have that linked in a card and down below. If you're doing work at your desk of a morning, you might like my video on how to create an inspiring workspace. I will have that linked on the screen. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't already, linked down below. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you soon.